Good evening, Doc, Moon, Slayer. How's everybody doing tonight? The N64 Switch Online controller works with the Switch 2, but it won't turn on or directly connect to the Switch 2. The system will only do that with its own controller, so it's kind of have to like go through two different controllers. I have no idea. I think it's probably like 2% juice, because it's diet grapefruit juice. Filtered water, grapefruit juice, citric acid, natural flavor, pectin, vitamin C, etc., etc. 4% juice. I was close. 4% juice. No, I'm not mixing it with anything. I just like grapefruit juice. I've been trying to drink a lot more water than anything else. And just get bored of it after a while. Well, I mean, that's everybody. Pure water just filters through you quicker. There's less to deal with. Leona, what are you doing? Must still be hungry. didn't really say that I would do it, but I guess it's presumed. Hello, how you doing? Leona, go lay down. Time to get some money, really need some money. No, I didn't do the 3DS ones, just the N64. The 3DS is too difficult to emulate. Leona, your food's over here. What are you doing? I don't know how to do index warp. I just kind of forgot about the owl. Get out of my way, you bastard. I mean, in essence, that's basically what he's saying is... I told Cheeseburger earlier that his room was a disaster area and that he had to have it cleaned before I wake up tomorrow morning or else he'd be grounded. And instead of just presuming that he should just do it tonight, his question to me was, what time are you getting up tomorrow? Like, really? I like how the Happy Mask salesperson is completely knocked out and yet his legs are still like elevated in the air. I didn't even know what to tell him. I'm like, whenever my brain wakes me up, like, I don't know. I'm not setting an alarm. I don't know when I'm going to wake up. What's up, Kurt? I feel like there's something here, but then I feel like that might only be in randomizer. What's up, Minus? Crew, it looks like Panarin might be taking a flyer on the Sharks, the Kings, or the Ducks. Teams on the rise. Warm climate. I think he probably gets traded. Maybe like 30-40% most prior to the Olympic break. 60% after. It just depends because one of the reasons it's taken so long is he'd prefer to have a contract extension. So that's kind of where they're at now, is he's negotiating a contract extension. I think it could, because he has to agree to an extension, and then at the same time, the Rangers have to work out a trade. All right, if he extends, what are we going to get? What are you going to give us? You know, in the event, his thinking is he wants long-term security, but he also doesn't want to have to move twice. That's why he wants an extension before agreeing to a trade. So, like, he can pack up his stuff and move. He doesn't have to become a rental somewhere, move, and then move again when he signs. Which, to me, makes perfect sense. No, not at all. I mean, I know he's disappointed that the Rangers didn't want to extend him, but I really think with him, he's looking for a 4 or 5 year deal. And I mean, at 34 years old, the Rangers can't commit 4 or 5 years and $11 to $13 million to him. They just can't. JT Miller signed until like 38. Vanadjet signed until like 38. You can't do it. Would I love to maybe get rid of one of those two guys and sign Panarin back? Yeah, I think I'd prefer that, but at the same time, you also have to realize that amongst some of these other guys, he's not been himself in the playoffs. Once the playoffs start, all his free space is gone. And he's just not built for playoff hockey. I mean, compare his regular season numbers to his playoff performances. I don't have the numbers in front of me, obviously, but if you look up his career playoff statistics, they're not good.
Dance! Everybody
For what you'd
dance!
expect and what he gets paid. Hey, Levi, thanks for the raid. How you doing?
My anus is bleeding! For the love of God and all that is holy, my anus is bleeding!
Oh, your internet's about to go out? Wait, why does the school have planned internet outages? Are they upgrading or something? Oh, maintenance? Oh, that makes sense. Kreider deflected tip-ins, and a lot of them were on the power play. It's just, you need a guy like Artemi Panarin. The same way you needed a guy like Marian Gaborik, and you needed a guy like Rick Nash, and you needed guys like that, but it's just the playoffs. It's just it's a different beast, man. You know, like there's no time and space. You're up against the best of the best defensively. You're not going to be able to move the puck in that east-west fashion like him and Zibanejad always want to do. And, you know, don't forget, and maybe it's why it's exclamation games. You know, the Rangers had 2 runs to the conference finals. But let's not forget that in 21-22, the Rangers went as far as Igor Shesterkin and the power play took them. And that's why they couldn't beat Tampa. Then 2 years later, you had the same issue. They went as far as Shesterkin and the power play could take them, and then they ran into a buzzsaw in Florida, who was bigger, stronger, to an extent faster, certainly younger. All-star goaltender in Sergei Bobrovsky outplayed Shesterkin. Yeah. last year, right, regular season, Igor Shesterkin looks human again. Doesn't play like himself. The team misses the playoffs. This year, him and Quick play out of their minds to start the season, but the team can't score because new coach, new system, nobody's scoring, and now he's hurt. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I almost feel like this season was a wash. A month or two in. Trocheck got hurt early on. JT Miller's been hurt twice. Adam Fox has been hurt twice. Shesterkin's on IR. They had so many different injuries. Connor Sherry was out. You know, he was a good forechecker. Matt Rempe got hurt and missed how many games, which I know seems silly. But if you go back to his debut a couple years ago, look at the Rangers' record with Matt Rempe in the lineup versus when he's not. It's like asinine. Apple is. They want you to buy stuff for Valentine's Day. Yeah, I mean, they never put a streak of wins together. They're just not. The other thing I'll say about last season, right, is they wanted to trade Jacob Trouba over the summer. And there were free agents they wanted to target and trades they wanted to make. And he would not give his no-trade list until July 1st, which was well within his right. But Drury had him traded to the Red Wings at the draft to free up cap space and do something in free agency. Well, Trouba didn't want to leave New York, so he put the Red Wings on his list July 1st, and that ended that. So, yeah, there was no chemistry. They were all like being whiny baby pissy pants. Sorry to steal your name, but they were being whiny baby pissy pants about Barclay Goodrow going on waivers because he wouldn't waive his no-move clause. I mean, shit, how many players did Tampa Bay do that to, and they still went to 3 straight Stanley Cup Finals and won 2? Like, at some point, you have to get your head out of your ass, spend the time with your sports psychologist if you need to, whatever, but, like, get your head out of your ass and play the game. You're multi-million-dollar athletes, you know, you knew what you signed up for. I know chemistry is important, team chemistry is important. Yeah, he was the captain at the time. But, you know, next man up. Deal with it. They got traded. It's no different than if they get hurt and they go on long-term injury reserve. They're not there. Oh, what steakhouse? That sounds like a good idea. But you know what, crew? The Rangers have traded every one of their captains since Ryan Callahan. I mean, if you go back, right? Yager was the captain. Left in free agency. Drury was the captain. Drury retired. Callahan was the captain. Traded to Tampa. McDonough was the captain. Traded to Tampa. No captain for a few years. Trouba's the captain. Traded to Anaheim. JT Miller's the captain now. They'll probably trade him. No, actually, to be honest, Miller's got like 6 years left in a no movement clause. He's not going anywhere. And I don't know, to be honest, I don't mind it because even if he doesn't put up like Panarin-like numbers in the regular season, JT Miller plays the playoff style game that you need. Hard, quick, and can defend. How you doing tonight, Mike? The Yarmir Lager? That's awesome. Have you seen the traveling Yagers? It's got to be a Czech draft, right? If the Yarmir Lager is not a Czech-style beer, then they dropped the ball on that. He's still freaking playing, man. 54, 55 years old. He's played 6 games for his team so far this season, the one that he owns. Dude's a beast. Honestly, like, I don't know, you know, I never hated him. Glenn Sather as much as other Ranger fans. I didn't like him, but I didn't hate him as much as others. But when he let Jaromir Jagr leave to go over to the KHL because he didn't want to pay him, I thought that was the stupidest thing he ever did. Jagr would have been worth every goddamn penny. Especially because you went out and spent all that money on Chris Drury and Scott Gomez in free agency. I mean, granted, he ended up playing with Brandon Dubinsky as his center because he preferred... Well, he played with Drury for a little because he wanted a right-handed center, but then he played with Dubinsky. He would have been worth every penny. He really would have. But, you know, then the man turned a horrible Scott Gomez contract into Ryan McDonough and Marian Gaborik, so he at least got that part right. I mean, hey, it could be worse. We could be the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't remember the year. I do remember that Jagr set the single season goals record for the Rangers while he was there. Scott Gomez, Anchorage, Alaska, baby. Him and Brandon Dubinsky. There's not a ton of players that made the NHL from Alaska, but those were 2. Link, I don't need you to pull beans out of your shirt and show them to me. I need you to plant them. I do remember one season, I think it was his second or third season, where he scored on his first shot of the season. And he was upset about it after the game. He had said it was always in his mind bad luck to score on your first shot. Because it meant that nothing else was going to go in. And like he had a bad year that year. I know, right? Put it up in the netting or something. Now here's the interesting question approaching the trade deadline. And this will be more evidence of how much retooling exactly Drury wants to do. Does Vincent Trocheck, with 3 years left, get traded? Right? He's under a limited no movement clause. He's a center, which is extremely valuable right now on the market. And his $5.67 million cap hit makes him very movable. I hope not as well, because him and JT Miller are good friends.
How long will it take a grumpy dad golf to beat Majora's Mask to 100% completion, considering his gaming skills, or the clock?
He's got good leadership, but it just depends on what Drury thinks the timeline is.
Hanging above like a ticking time bomb, I'd wager it could take him quite a while. Maybe upwards of 50 hours, if not
50
longer.
hours?
Depending on how often he wanders off course or gets caught in the endless dance with time itself. He might be trapped in this mock world with a spell. Hey, keep your stick on the ice. The madness is half the fun.
I agree. I think Trocheck is extremely valuable to this team. That being said, if somebody offered the Rangers a first-round pick and an NHL-ready young guy or a prospect, plus maybe a third-round pick, I think it's really hard to say no to that. Like I said, it's a timeline. If you think you're not a playoff team in the next 3 years, then you trade Trocheck and you get the return. If you think you can retool and compete fairly quickly, then no way in hell do you trade Trocheck. Number one, you need centers. They're very hard to come by right now. Number two, he's a leader on this team. I'd sooner just, like, buy out Zibanejad's remaining contract or just tell him you're sitting in the press box than I'd get rid of Trocheck. But that's just me. But again, I mean, like I said, if I'm being offered something stupid, like you can't say no to a deal for Vincent Trocheck, yeah, I'm going to trade him. I mean, hell, for the right deal, I'd trade Igor Shesterkin. Seriously, like if Edmonton came back right now and said, I'll give you Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl in exchange for Igor Shesterkin, buy Igor. I mean, that'd be a no-brainer, you know what I mean? So, like, you're going to listen technically on anything. You got Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl, you're going to give up a goaltender and you're going to find a new goalie. Although, to be fair, they've been stopped short in the finals the last few years because they didn't have a goalie, but you get my point. You go back to the fact that Wayne Gretzky was traded. If Wayne Gretzky was sold. He wasn't traded. But if Wayne Gretzky can be sold, anybody can be sold or traded. I know Canadians and Oilers fans in particular are very familiar, but common misconception in the United States a lot of times that Wayne Gretzky was traded from the Oilers to the Kings. The Kings bought Gretzky. Him and McSorley. Back in the days when you could literally trade players for cash. The other thing is there a consensus number 1 overall pick in this year's draft? Because that's the other thing. If there is, you almost wonder if you should just take your chances with the lottery. Because the other thing is, and not to make excuses for these guys, because they did fail on their own. One of the reasons Lafreniere, Capo Caco, Filipino, and these guys failed is because they never had the opportunity with the older contracts the Rangers had in place to play top-line minutes. And when you're relegated to the third line, what do you think is going to happen? And the Rangers never sent them to the minors for any extended period to play first line. I'm not sure how the NBA's works. I know the NHL tweaked it recently so that you can't jump up more than 5 or 6 places, maybe 10. Like, you can't miss the playoffs at 16 and win the first overall pick. And you can't go down more than 2 or 3 spots. So, like, if you're the worst team in the league, you can only go down to, like, 3rd or 4th overall pick. Hey, Legend, how you doing? So, like, if the Rangers finish with the 2nd worst record, the worst they can pick is, I think, 5th overall. Yeah, well, that's... Yeah. The NHL does that, too. It's the lottery balls out of the machine. It's weighted by your record, etc. But I don't know if the NBA lets everybody in on it. I just know the NHL changed it so that 16th team can't get the number 1 overall pick. I think if you're the 12th worst in the NHL, the highest you can get is 2nd overall pick. Like I said, I think it's limited to 10 spaces. I don't know, all I know is that the Rangers season this year, with Shesterkin out, Fox out, Miller having been out, Trocheck out, Panarin being traded, this season's a wash. You may as well just look ahead to the draft. Oh, well, that's not good. I hope your stress goes down soon. Oh, good. I flew all the way over here for a blue root. Was there? I don't pay attention to the NBA. I'm not. I mean, you guys know that. I'm not a basketball person. Slayer, you probably know more about that. Some shady stuff with the NBA lottery last year. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to remember. How are the Knicks doing this year, Slayer? Majora's Mask, or are you playing a different game? Majora's Mask isn't too bad once you get a little bit into it. That sounds about right for the Knicks. Hey, crew, did you see the news that interrupting all the feel-good John Harbaugh stuff for the Giants is Steve Tisch and all that Epstein stuff now? The Giants can't seem to avoid negative headlines no matter what. Yeah, I read the article. There's like emails between him and Epstein. It's like, goddamn Giants, man. Like, seriously. It's always something. It's not as bad as the Jets, but it's always something. Now you take that, second in the East. I almost feel like the Knicks have been better since Jim Dolan stopped interfering as much. Yeah, you'll be good then if you learn quick. Majora's Mask. It's fun, it's challenging, but it's not the most challenging Zelda game once you figure it out and get into it. Once you get past the initial learning curve, you'll be fine. then again, I've also been playing this game since I was like 10 years old, so it's easy for me to say. Spurs are Texas? Yes? Maybe? Oh, is that not the bow? Was that... That was just a dungeon map, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, they're not terrible. I'm playing on the Switch right now. They're maybe not as good as, like, some emulators that are out there, but I don't particularly mind it. No, the NHL stops for the Olympics. Yeah, I'm getting all the berries, Doc. A couple of years ago, 4 or 5 years maybe. No, definitely not as bad as Koroks. Koroks are just like... Need a longer sword. I think it's probably more or less just that, depending on the Switch you're using, there's a little bit of input lag. I'm actually not having any issues on the Switch 2, but... Who's Catherine O'Hara? True, you basically just about beat me to my question. I've never seen Home Alone, so that doesn't help me either. Son of a bitch. What's up, Mr. Victor? I honestly think Legend, it comes down to like how some of the PC ports are just better. So like if you're gonna play on a computer, you may as well play there. Some of the emulators or N64, like it's. I'll put it this way: it's not good at all to play on the Switch to speed run the game. But if you're just playing it for fun, the Switch version is fine. I think that's the big complaint with it in the community is when you're trying to speedrun, the Switch version is just awful. Yeah, I played Wind Waker on Switch too. I didn't have any input lag issues. Which controller were you using? That was just the compass, wasn't it? See, like, that's what I mean. I'm using the Switch 2 for Majora's Mask right now, and I don't have any input lag at all. Either that or I'm just too stupid to notice it. Which is a distinct possibility, because I'm not like a pro gamer. Well, Ship of Harkonian has a PC port for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask that runs on 60 FPS. And like updates it a little bit, so people like that one on PC. But it's just interesting, Doc, that you had input lag on the Switch too. Were you using what controller did you use? The Women's Olympic Hockey starts next week. And the men's, I believe, the week after. I think February 6th. Yeah, is the start date. See, I used the GameCube controller, the Switch 2's GameCube controller, and I didn't have any input lag at all. But I will say, in fairness, I played on stream with my capture card, so I had to kind of like program capture card delay, etc. So the capture card delay may actually have been input lag that I offset to make sure it lined up on stream. So let me be clear about that. There's a good chance that I just offset the input lag by my stream delay. Yeah, I mean, it goes right to my monitor. It's just that I have to have the capture card to split it off. Job's going good. Who are the Vancouver Whitecaps? I did read about the Olympic hockey rink. They were having some major issues, but I haven't read anything about it recently. Have they finished it? I know they were saying the stadium might not be done. Yeah, if you got a capture card, for sure, set it up. American football, Canadian football, or like the rest of the world football? Wait, what do you mean it's the wrong size? Like too big or too small? Actually, I do think I remember reading that. Alright, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Olympic ice hockey, international ice hockey is supposed to be a bigger rink than the NHL rink, so why they insisted on using NHL size ice, I have no idea. That's stupid enough as it is. But then to mess it up and make it even smaller is like, what? I do recall reading about that, though. I wasn't aware of that problem. That's just stupidity. I can't keep up with the NHL games anymore. God forbid I try to play one, Cheeseburger just destroys me. I can play NHL 94. This is not going to go well. Is that the one where you could, like, hit the officials and bloody all the other players?
Vi komma från pepparkakeland och vägen vi vandrat tillsammans hand i hand. Så bruna vi är och alla tre korinter till ögon och hattarna på sned.
No, it wasn't Blades of Steel. I know Blades of Steel. Blades of Steel was an NES game. The one I think that Minus is referring to is you would literally like bloody up opponents and beat up the referees, and it was just crazy.
Minus_games asked me, please savagely roast EA for how greedy they are, how they charge $90 a year for roster updates and label them as new NHL games. Ah, EA, the gift that keeps on taking. $90 for a roster update? That's not hockey, that's highway robbery. They're sucking the joy out of gaming like a goddamn vampire. Bloody vultures.
They changed literally the most minute things year to year and call it a new game. Buying an NHL game from EA or even a Madden game from EA is like buying a new car. You have to wait every 3 to 4 years for it to be an actual change within the model year. Otherwise, you're basically getting the same thing over and over. It's every 3 to 4 years they come up with something new. But do you know when it's going to change? When people stop buying the new game. Because it keeps selling. Every year people buy it. Otherwise they wouldn't do it. So it's like, it's really shitty. But until people stop paying for the products, of course they're going to keep doing it. I think if I remember correctly, they took out Winter Classic mode because they no longer had trademark permission to use the Winter Classic name. Yes, as opposed to how clearly well Disney's been handling the Star Wars properties. I did, Victor. I was just talking about that earlier. The Giants were riding high on John Harbaugh, and then it comes out that Steve Tisch was riding high on something else. It's the only scouting anybody connected with the Giants has done. Well, I mean, I guess the issue with the crew is there anything for him to get out of? Like, did he actually commit any crimes or do anything illegal, or is he just a sleazeball who was in company with another sleazeball? That's going to be the difference. They're going to have to investigate and see, like, what he did or didn't do, whatever. He could be guilty of something, he could just be a pig. You know, you gotta find out. Still a distraction they didn't need. And to be fair on the other side, Jerry Springer got away with it. And he was dumb enough to write a check for the services. Then again, I guess he wasn't really famous back then. He was just the mayor of Cincinnati, but still. Wait, there's still another one somewhere in this room. That one I don't know. I don't know who Juicy Smollett is. Oh, I know who that is, yeah. Was that what he wrote the check for? Oh my god, you pay cash for that. What are you doing? Oh no. People can be just so stupid sometimes. I swear, like, I just don't get it. Obviously, I'm missing a berry. Well, rich and powerful people tend to be stupid like all the time because they feel like they're invulnerable and they're going to get away with it. Oh, thank God it's not in this room. Link just looks so beautiful with that, like, mask face on. He's so pretty. I don't know where I missed the other fairies. I know there's 2 or 3 in here. I don't think there's 4. Any day now, waiting all the day. Oh, there was 4 in this room. Okay, well then where the hell's the other? Oops. Seriously, where the hell is this thing? Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it from the other Well, that's unfortunate. Hope everybody knows, because I'm playing on the Switch, I'm absolutely going to cheat when it comes to the arrow archery game. Because it's a pain in the ass otherwise. Yes, sir.
You suck, you jackass!
Lovely. Alright, enjoy the cutscene. I gotta use the restroom. Okay, I may have made two mistakes there. Number one, you have to hit A through the text to get through the cutscene, and B, I realized I hit the whole thing, so that... Whoops. That actually sounds good, Penny. I like beef gravy. And yellow gravy. I played it wrong. You know, it's times like this where I'm cold as shit that I wish I had a heated seat chair. It's like when I get in my car and I get those toasty heated seats. Henny, I don't need to hear what you said to your proctologist earlier today. Please keep it to yourself. Imagine that conversation. Hey Doc, is it in yet? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I didn't feel it. Whoa, you lied! I mean, not gonna lie, if that were my job, I would totally not warn anybody, because then they're gonna tense up. Although I don't think I'd want to make a career out of shoving my fingers up people's rears. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but necessary as they are, I think it takes a special type of person to willingly go into urology, proctology, and gynecology. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, I don't need to be staring at all that all day. No, thank you. Swelling, STDs, just like, oh, nope, no, thank you. I honestly, crew, I think most of the time it's money. Because they are very high dollar fields. Hey, Dreg. You picked a really bad time to show up, apparently. Oops. Is that gonna... Run! Run. None of this seems like a really good idea. I'm actually working on making a little demo tape of the random voices I can do for that casting director guy who owns his own company that I ran into. No. No, it's I just happened to come across him and I helped him dig out his mother's driveway from the snow, and while we were talking, we got into small talk, and I told him what I did for a living, he told me what he did for a living, and he just happens to own this company. He's not, like, gonna help me or, like, put anything forward. It's just that if I submit a demo to his website, it goes out for people looking for certain voiceover roles to be able to listen to it. And he has connections, so, like, if he thinks there's a role that I'd be good for, as a, you know, the casting director company, he can reach out to the directors and whatever and say, hey, give this guy an audition. Like, he can do that for me. So, no, yeah, but he's not asking for money. It was kind of, it was nice, and it was kind of weird at the same time. I was literally just, I was out for a walk yesterday, and I saw them trying to get the car out. They were struggling. And then, you know, that's because they hadn't dug out where the snowplow blocked in the end of the driveway. So I just like, hey, you got an ice pick, dude. You need a shovel. I'll go get mine and we'll dig it out. Funny enough, he knows that Tim Allen. Oh, I buy most of my... Anything I buy that's not poultry, as far as meat, is from the reduced section. Did you guys ever see the Tim Allen Cyanide and Happiness episode? That was hilarious. I wasn't remotely paying attention. What did she give me? Here, I'll show you. Here we go.
Tim Allen is here to see you, sir.
Send him in.
You wanted to see me?
It's this new pitch, Tim. Home improvement? You call this a show? It's garbage. You are fired, Tim. Get the hell out of my office now. What was that beautiful sound? Tim, why don't you come back into my office? Come on. 8 seasons, buddy, you and me, baby.
Mom, Dad, I got the gig.
Oh, my dear
I'm sorry, I had to play that. And then the other one's literally just AR. Arr, 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 arr. But anyway, I came across that a while back. I laugh every time I hear it. I don't think it was double magic. I think it might have been the double sword magic. Because I'm not sure what else she would have given me. So what I put together is a real tape of, you know, Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, Herbert from Family Guy, Winnie the Pooh, a couple monologues of just me speaking normally, but that, you know, I took from movies. A little bit of Morty from Rick and Morty. Yeah, it's sword magic. You know, yeah, I like what I do now. Voice acting would be more fun, but the problem is until you get to the very highest levels, those guys make less than 6 figures. So I'd be doing it as like a weekend side gig. Like, unless you get on like The Simpsons or a Family Guy, or you're in like big budget movies, they don't make a lot. In the beginning, it's all like kid shows and... I mean, look, the guy that played Domo and Kashu in G Gundam went on to be a surgeon. He makes more money now than he did back then. But you know, I don't know about like acting, but the thing about me is I've always been able to read a book or read a script and hit the right inflections and the right tone, which is why I always said voice acting, because then you don't have to act with your body. You don't have to act with your face. You just have to act with your voice. And I can do that. I mean, shit, I do it for a living when it comes to training, so... Now, as far as, like, acting, yeah, I think I could, in a very specific type of role. I mean, if like, I could probably do something similar to, like, the dad on Modern Family, where it's just dry humor and sarcastic. You don't have to have a lot of emotion. But, like, I can't cry on cue or anything like that. Why am I missing these jumps? Hear the news? What news? Brady Griffin's got a mustache. No way. Oh. This guy is like 6 times worse than the freaking Dompe race. As a kid, I thought this was like the most crazy awesome part of Majora's Mask, is that Link would do these little flips when he jumped. It was so cool. Because I was like 10 years old. I just thought it was awesome. Slow down, you stupid bastard! Seriously, dude, you're being fucking obnoxious. Slow down! Oh, what? Boulders? Great, delicious. I love getting squished to death. Dude, I have no idea where the fuck I'm going. Shit, I don't have any arrows. Nah, man, this is like 6,000 times worse than Dampe. This is Dampe on Deku Scrub steroids. No fucking clue where I'm going. Literally just going off of sound. Thankfully, I will say the headphones are a huge resource in this race, because you can hear where he's going better. I could go for some pizza. Are you gonna share? But anyway, circling back, yeah, I mean, if I could get some like side gig work doing voiceovers, I'd absolutely take it to bolster my income. And I do think, depending on what it is, I'd be good at it, you know, so. I have a decent ear for certain things that I can mimic if I hear it enough times, so. Like Mr. Henny Harold over there, if I heard him talk enough, I can mimic his accent. Should reach out to the people that did Dungeon Soup and say, hey, you know, let me be the next villain. I want to scream holy water. Is this fucking holy water? Dinglemeyer, you stupid bastard! Well, the money would be nice, but it would also be secondary. Unless it got to the point where it was like full career level, it would just be like a nice perk. Alright, let's go give the hag her mushrooms. And then circle back and get the heart piece from this hag. Oh, yeah, of course. For sure. And then you never know. I mean, if it gets to be popular enough, it'll help the Twitch channel, too. And YouTube channel. I think you just bitch and moan to you guys all day, every day. Wait, did I complete another heart piece? 1, 2, 3, 4. When did I complete another heart piece? What the hell? The one in Clocktown was 1. Oh, the pictograph guy was 2. That's right. And then, no, but that would have been 3. Well, I have to listen to it later. If I do it now, you'll come over on stream. Link's gonna do magic mushrooms, everybody. Oops, yeah. I think I'm going to speak like the Queen, or perhaps James Bond. No, you can't be like that. You're probably more like Cockney. Oi! It's Henny 2226, everyone. I'm tripping balls right now from me mushrooms. Drank a little too much earlier and got into my cousin's pile, did I? Oh, it's gonna be a rough morning for me, isn't it? To be fair, my only reference for that is Daphne's brother on Frasier, but... Okay, apparently I didn't get anything from that. Now let's go and drink some more, shall we? I've got Jean-Claude Van Damme loaded in the RV. We'll all have a nice little movie night, will we? To be clear, when I say her brother, I mean her brother Simon. No, it was a British actor. What's up, Alpha? Ah, but you see, Henny, that character was drunk all the time, hence why I approached it the way I did. Wait, I forgot to look up how many targets she wanted me to hit. Would she say 15? Oh, 20? Well, then I need to pick up the pace, don't I? The other thing is, if I keep hitting her, she's going to cancel the book tour, which is, you know, counterproductive. I need more coffee. I've got my grapefruit juice, but I'm getting tired. Yes, I am. I can have a cup of coffee, and within 15 minutes, I'm off the caffeine high, and I'm crashing and falling asleep. So I literally can use it as a sleep aid. Oh, alright, well, I can admit that. I was wrong. I mean, I could literally drink caffeine all day long and fall asleep no problem at night. At the height of my dealership career, I would go home after work at 9, 10 o'clock at night, have a double espresso, and fall asleep 5 minutes later. Now you're mad? Why? What happened? I mean, it's not ideal, but if you're gonna get, like, infinite bullets, why the hell not? Wait, what score did he say I needed to get again? Oh, we's gon' cheat now. Who did that? Also, you don't have any kids. I thought Homer Simpson only strangled Bart, though. The wolf didn't do anything to me, but he's gotta die anyway. I actually think this one's more like time-based. But it's still a pain in the ass. It might be 2100. Pow! There we go. Oh, I'm not worried about killing the grandparents, yeah. Was that all there was to that, or is there a heart piece attached to this too? Because I do not remember. I'll come back later. Alright, I'll be back. I gotta use the restroom again. Too much grapefruit juice. What is a jagex moderator? Oh, why is it so freaking cold? Another reason why I needed more coffee. Did you make it yourself? Or did you put something pre-made in the air fryer? Because I like to make my own stuffing. Oh, so it's kind of like stovetop. I like stovetop. I just like to make my own stuff. It depends on what you put in it. You know, if you're making like a bread-based stuffing, it's a little more complicated than if you're making like a rice-based stuffing. Oh, I'm so goddamn cold. I probably shouldn't be trying it with the little sword, but whatever. What are you gonna Dude, it's lucky. Not what I was trying to do. Share the, let's just copy this, I suppose. Okay, there we go. How's work going this evening, Mr. Pissy Pants? I borrowed your name earlier just to describe a bunch of disgruntled hockey players. Oh, well, then how's your day off? I'm confused. What is Jag X? I mean, I get it's a RuneScape thing, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, wait a minute, like a punishable by law crime? I know scamming in general is punishable by law, but... I don't know if an hour and a half worth of driving is worth a half stay. I mean, maybe if they were going to give you double time or time and a half, it might be worth it. An hour and a half just to work half a day is like, eh. You stupid bird. Royal Rumble is WWE. Am I getting that correct? Alright, y'all, let's go race some doggos. I mean, we're gonna save state cheat, but still. How much is it? And what time is it? And where is it, for that matter? What is pay-per-view even on anymore? Is it on all platforms, or is it just like DirecTV still? Oh, I already have that. So, like, if I wanted to watch it, I could just watch it. I don't have to pay extra. – I've got ESPN Plus mostly just to watch out-of-market NHL games. That sounds like a better deal. Oh, maybe it's not. I just use it for the hockey. Gives me a bunch of games that I like to see. Don't want to pay $50 though. The farm? You can always get to the farm without going to Nest. But you have to wait until day 3. That's when the guy breaks the brick down, but by then it's too late and the farm's been taken over by aliens and the girl doesn't talk to you. You can't get Epona back. But I can do this. Get the bunny hood and then the dog racing harpies. I don't know why, but this freaking song is so, like, addicting. I think I get a discount on NordVPN with Allstate as an employee, actually. I actually get $10 off per cellular line with AT&T just by being an Allstate employee, which is a pretty sick perk. Because with all the freaking family lines I have, it's like $50, $60 a month as a discount. And like, what do you want to say, $700 something a year? Essentially as extra income. Why does Chris Jericho sound familiar? Does he have a different, like, wrestling name? Y2, I don't know what Y2J is.
Huh? Huh.
What dog do we want? We're gonna take you. Oh, okay. No, pick up the dog. Alright, buddy, I got 50 rupees on you, so I need you to come through for me. And he's starting in last. That's alright, we're gonna be fine. Secretariat always started in last too. He's not moving up. Move up! No! Suck, you bastard! Yeah, there was something where, like, it was thought to be mathematically impossible. When you say he, who are you referring to? I asked earlier, you didn't say. Oh, okay. Did you? Okay, you deleted it. Okay. Yeah, I would change the password. Alright, we're starting in last again, just like Secretariat. Different dog this time. We're still getting our ass kicked. I didn't do anything like that, but I didn't have any friends. No, the Mask of Truth tells you how the dog is feeling. And we're starting out in the middle of the pack. The white dog is in the lead, blue dog is in second, and the gray dog is in third. Currently moving up is the golden dog along with the brown dog and another one of the gray dogs. My dog is still in the middle of the pack, not wanting to move. It doesn't want to get up into the fray of the race at all, and it's going to come in last place again because holy God. Ah! The first 2 years of my life, I was the second child. The next 2 years of my life, I was the middle child. But then I had another little brother that was born. So I only had to be the middle child for 2 years. Come on, cheating! Gold Dog won their last race, so that means it should win this one. Starting in the middle here, Blue Dog ran out to the lead. Gray Dog now is winning the race. Let's go, Golden Boy. Seriously, dude, either win the race or at least come in second. Run, 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 run! Thank you, cheating. By the way, it's Nintendo approved cheating because it's the Switch's save point creation, so I'm allowing it.
You can call me handsome guy.
Hell no, bitch, I won't play again. You's on your own now. Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump was part of the voiceover reel I recorded earlier. Bobby Boucher.
Cucumba. Cucumba. Cucumba.
They were all part of it.
Cucumba.
Popeye's chicken is incredible. I just wanna wash my winky in your sinky. Get in the flask, Julian, get in the flask. I remember bouncy castles, they were a ton of fun. What is an RKO? mean, KO to me says knockout, but what's an RKO? I've never seen anything Lord of the Rings. That is correct. What was I just gonna do? Ah, yes! Snowhead. We'll get the Mask of Truth. Andy Circus. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Not even I just cut fell on eating I do. Maybe it's all them fingers up my bum from the proctologist. No offense, Harold. But we all know that's what's going on. It could just be that time has moved on. Because, you know, the voice actor for Trunks in Dragon Ball Z has said that the voice for Trunks in Dragon Ball Super is different than in Dragon Ball Z. Not because he changed it, but because he's so much older now and he's spent so many years screaming and yelling that it's just different, you know? What the hell is chunky fries? They're gonna replace Goku? No. Wait. No, that might make sense. In English or Japanese? Japanese, I understand. In English, that'd be kind of weird. Like, the dude's still capable. I prefer Japanese, but still. Well, see, but the woman that voices Goku in Japanese is like 90 freaking years old and like on death's door. So like that would make sense. I don't know why they would replace Goku in English, because irritating as Sean Chamel might be, he's no older than 40s or 50s. But did you see, minus that they are animating the Morrow arc now for 2027? You know what else is bright is your John House. My name is Bill Clinton. That was a Family Guy reference. No, Link, you... Fucking hell, Link. That's gotta be the one they're considering replacing.
If everyone in chat was a professional wrestler, what would their name be? Ah, this is a fun one. Let's get into character, folks. Henny 2K26 would be the snack attack, always fueled for the fight. Minus Games would be Meme Machine, tossing around the latest memes as they enter the ring. Ancient Slayer 7 would be Time Turner, with moves straight from the history books. Whiny Baby Pissy Pants would be the Complaint Champ, airing grievances while pinning opponents down. Grumpy be Dad Golf Cart, would be the Grumpy Grappler, a powerhouse with a feline companion as their manager, the Paw Strike Pouncer. Step into the ring.
I know, I was removing myself from the equation so we could all hear the answer to the question without realizing that it would cover up the text of it. The volume was there. You got a problem with the Grumpy Grappler? Rip out the heart. I don't know why I keep missing on these jokes. Like, that's gonna be a YouTube short by tomorrow. 2:28. Come on, Link! What are we doing here? Honestly, you know what's crazy is that short that I posted just of me literally standing in my living room but scaring the ever-living shit out of Cheeseburger because he didn't know I was standing there got more views in 24 hours than like any other short I've put out. I didn't even jump out and say boo or anything like that. I literally was just standing there. And when he saw me, he was like, No Mercy was WWE. I remember a WWF game actually for for NES. And I remember like when you played as a custom character instead of one of the predetermined wrestlers, player 1 was like a red dude and player 2 was a yellow dude. Does anyone else remember that game? Oh, you don't have to. You could probably download it for an emulator. Super easily. I would think, anyway. I mean, I could be wrong, but... You want to know the worst part about being hairy, Penny? When I was 5 years old, and my brother was 3, we were out with my dad. I don't remember where. My mother never told me. She told me the story, but I don't remember where. I just remember she said that my dad had to use the bathroom, and obviously my brother being 3 and me being 5, he had to take us with him. And how mortified he was because when he went in the stall, we were just like ridiculously loud saying, "Oh my God, look how big Daddy's is." And then my brother saying, or me saying, I don't remember which, and really hairy too. And it was like, oh dear Lord. Like, the poor man could not leave the bathroom for like 20 minutes. He was so mortified. But what the fuck did we know? Like at 5 and 3 years old, like what did we know? You know what I mean? Like my daughter's 3 and she tells me every night, "Daddy, I want to play balls. I want to play with balls. Let's play balls." And what she's saying is like she wants to come out here in the garage and play with the golf balls that I have in my simulator. But she doesn't know what she's saying. She's just saying, I want to play balls. But yeah, that's a story from my childhood. Look how big Daddy's is. And so hairy, too. But anyway, I digress. No, you're right, Pissy Pants. CPS would absolutely be called today. But the funny thing is, like, what was he supposed to do? You know, at 5 and 3 years old, he's doing the responsible thing. You can't just leave us outside. It's like, you know what I mean? You can't just leave your kids somewhere. Listen, if my daughter is anything like me, or even my older sister, because she's kind of like my older sister, that won't be an issue. She'll kill the poor bastard herself. I won't have to do a thing. Oh, I know. Pissy Pants for sure. But the crazy thing is that's so easy for that to happen completely by accident. Like, you could grab your kid by the arm to prevent them from falling on their face on concrete and their arm dislocate, and somebody would call CPS on you. It's insane. My son, when he was less than a year old, ended up in the hospital because he got, like, third-degree burns from hot coffee that spilled on him. And we were in the hospital. I mean, I was a wreck, right? And the people in the hospital are like, "Oh, we reviewed your case, and you don't have to worry. We're not gonna call CPS." I'm like, was that even under consideration? I was walking into the gym to pick up my daughter with coffee in one hand and the car seat in the other, and the goddamn door swung shut on me, and the coffee spilled over, and it burned him. Like, I obviously didn't do it on purpose. Oh god, no. He started saying you threw him? Oh my god. You're gonna have police showing up to your house. What's OXO? See, the funny thing is, I never told my teachers anything negative about my parents, ever. Bedtime reminder. Go to hell, iPhone. You told your teacher that your dad smoked gravy cubes? There's no way your teacher believed that. Come on. Wait, did it? Wait, okay, now I'm confused. So, burning OX cubes in a what is? Okay, I'm lost. What the hell are you talking about? Does it actually mean something? Oh, okay. So he was smoking marijuana. Okay. That makes a little more sense. I didn't have any of the teachers my parents had because by the time I was really in elementary school, like, first of all, when I first started elementary school, I went to a Catholic school in Staten Island. My parents grew up in Brooklyn. Then we moved to Connecticut, so that was the end of that. But Cheeseburger did have a couple of the teachers I had. And a few of them complained about it. Not that he did anything wrong, but they were annoyed that they felt old. Like, I remember my 4th grade teacher had Cheeseburger in 1st grade, and I went to, like, a parent-teacher thing. She's like, "You're not the same Tim Allen from all those years ago." And I said, "Yeah, you were my 4th grade teacher." "Oh my god, I'm so goddamn old. Why would you tell me that?" I'm like, "Well, sorry? What do you want me to do? It's either that or you die. Like, you either get older or you die. What do you want me to do, you know?" So it was kind of funny, but her name was Mrs. DeCaesar, and she was really nice. I loved her as a teacher. She was really good to Cheeseburger as a teacher. She's just like, "Oh my god, we're so old." Yeah, I agree. Parent-teacher conferences are useless. Parent-teacher conferences should only occur if the student needs particular attention or there's a particular issue. Otherwise, it's a complete and utter waste of time. You go in for a parent-teacher conference and they say, "Oh, your kid's a great kid. They're doing so well. They participate in class." Fuck do I care? Like, that's all well and good. That could have been a fucking text message or an email. You know what I mean? Like, I don't physically need to come into the school for you to tell me my kid's well behaved. Fucking hell, man. But anyway. I digress because I'm getting super angry. Literally everything. You could type out everything. It's just kind of nonsense to do otherwise. But anyway, again, like I said, I digress. Dealing with parent-teacher conferences for years now. Oh, don't get me started on the grading system. The one up here in Kentucky, and even a lot of schools now, it's not even A, B, C, D, F anymore. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1.5, 2.5. I'm like, the fuck is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What happened to A, B, C, D, F? What was wrong with A, B, C, D, F that now we have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Like, what? I don't understand it anymore. I literally have no idea if he's failing or if he's doing well because I can't read the grades anymore. Like, I don't know how it is in Kansas, but out here it's a 1 through 5 system. It makes zero sense to me. None. Even that, E for excellent, G for good. Like, we didn't have that. It was A, B, C, D, F. When I went to high school, it was A, B, C, D, F. And that was it. I mean, I'm older than you, but still. We's going to cheat again because I don't care. I don't care. You know, it's funny you say that, Pissy Pants. When my mother was young, she was left-handed. And they forced her to write with her right hand because back then it was like a pariah to be left-handed. She's 50. Let's see, 37. She's 58 right now. They forced her to write right-handed. Like, it was such a ridiculous, moronic pariah for whatever stupid ass reason when my mother was young to be left-handed. Oh no, I like absolutely. I think you're right because it's not the norm as far as the majority, and it makes it a lot more difficult. Like, for example, not that I have to tell you, but in the United States, writing left to right, you're not like rubbing ink on your hands. But when you're writing left to right as a left-handed person, you're dragging that ink all over your hand. You're going this way. Like Japanese culture, which is right to left, would make more sense for a left-handed person going this way across the page. And it's so much more simply difficult. Like you wouldn't think it would be difficult, right? But like depending on the type of pen you're using, you're going to get it all over this part of your hand being left-handed because you're writing this way. There you go. Now that being said, I am of the impression that computers have as a left-handed person. My youngest child, Louis, who just turned 2 in January, I'm pretty sure he's going to be left-handed because he does literally everything with his left hand. And my mother naturally was left-handed. They just forced her to use her right hand. Well, I mean, that's for keyboards that have the number pad. I'm so used to working on laptops all the time for work, I never have a number pad. I didn't realize the mice. Well, I guess technically, right? Because you would use the mouse on the left side, but you can. Most common mice, common day mice, I should say, you can alternate the main button, right? Well, the left, if you're holding it over here, the left click versus the right click would be somewhat different. Because you're using your pointer finger on your right hand for the left click. Your pointer finger on your left hand would be a right click. And yes, I mean, I get it. The curvature of the mouse would be different, but the click of the pointer finger would be different as well. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to speak for anybody. I'm literally just spitballing.
Dance! Everybody dance!
AlexMan47, thank you for the raid. How you doing? Better than me with this archery.
My anus is bleeding!
Well, you know, my bloody anus.
For the love of God and all that is holy! My anus is bleeding!
We are cheating because I can, and I don't feel like doing it over. That's true. The Goddess of Time is helping with the Nintendo Switch Create Suspend Point ability. It is Nintendo sanctioned, therefore I allow it. See, now, I don't know enough about baseball, certainly basketball, but baseball, but aren't lefties like super desired and rare in baseball as far as like pitching? Fucking no. Anyway, how was your stream tonight, Alex? How you doing? Walls! Oops. You're probably 600,000 times better at that than me. I'm literally just 100% casually. And just unlock the largest quiver. Woohoo! Well, I know for a fact that with baseball, right, it's always the opposite that's desired. So a left-handed pitcher, you want a right-handed batter and vice versa. And as far as pitching, left-handed pitchers or right-handed pitchers, you want a left-handed batter and a right-handed batter, right? You want the same handedness in the batter if you're a pitcher, but you want the opposite handedness in the batter and the pitcher as a batter. That's all I know about baseball. Like, I'm not really familiar with the full inner workings. Yes, I'm doing 100%, but I'm doing every Zelda game 100% casually. Why are you putting it in quotes? Why are you putting it in quotes? It's literally 100%. It's Majora's Mask 100%. It's not like the Korok seed bullshit of Breath of the Wild. You just gotta be a dick, don't you?
You suck, you jackass.
You dicked! No, I'm just kidding. But, anyway. Well, yeah, it's probably 98%. But, I am tired. And it's been almost 3 hours, so I am going to call it a night for tonight. I had intended to... Well, that's the thing. Cheeseburger was supposed to babysit tomorrow. But he said he's streaming all night tonight to do something in NHL 26, and he's not babysitting from 8 to 10 tomorrow. Or 8 to 1. He's going to do it Sunday instead. I'm like, well, that's not what you said, but, I mean, you know. Whatever. Fair enough. So, if I go live tomorrow, it's going to be... Let me rephrase that. If I go live tomorrow before my normal time, it's going to be about 1 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern. Oh, he's not making breakfast in the morning. Fuck that. I'm making breakfast in the morning. But yeah, he's maybe or maybe not watching the kids in the morning. We'll see. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow, whether that's early in the morning and at night, or just at night, or maybe mid-afternoon at night. I will be back at least once tomorrow. Anyway, Blind Spot has raided in here a couple times. We're going to raid back. Looks to be playing Metroid, so... Have a good night, everybody. Love you very much. Appreciate it. We will continue Majora's Mask tomorrow. And I hope everybody stays warm and safe.
Don't have any bombs there. Jesus. Jesus. Yo, what's up, Grumpy Dad?